When you can't eat or drink some of the things that everybody else does, it's easy to feel left out when it comes to parties. Often cold party drinks can contain preservatives, colours, flavours, artificial sweeteners or sugars. So we thought we'd dedicate a whole episode to showing you some of the cold drink party alternatives. Are you looking for a healthier bubbly drink alternative? I think Anne's got some ideas.
If you're looking for an alternative to soft drinks, as we are at our house, due to sensitivities to sweeteners and artificial colourings, then I've got an option for you. Now, I'm going to be making a drink which needs bubbles. Now, if you like bubbly drinks in your home, it might be better to invest in a bubble making machine. Now, you can get these at department stores, whatever brand you prefer, and you just make it with filtered water. It comes with a gas cylinder, a few pushes on the button, and then you've got lovely bubbly water that you can keep in the fridge and add to whatever you like. Now, a favourite in our house is to use apple juice mixed with mineral water. Now, with mineral water, you do need to be careful of the sodium content, so please read the labels and check the sodium levels on the mineral water that you're buying. With your apple juices, you need to again check your labels. My daughter can't have a lot of preservatives, so we do use only 100% apple juice. If it's cloudy, then your chances are it is 100%. Just add some apple juice, then add your mineral water. It's also a fantastic alternative to order at a bar if you don't feel like drinking. Order yourself a fruit juice with a bit of mineral water. That way you enjoy a refreshing drink and you can drive home without the worry. So this is my awesome favourite drink. I have it every day, and you know what? Sometimes I like to add a little bit of decoration. Cheers.
Oh, Lisa, I can't have cheese, and I can't have milk, and I can't have yogurt, and I can't have nuts.
Karina, you have to have one.
When you first start out on your restricted diet, what to drink when you go to parties can be one of the trickiest things to figure out because there are so many different labels and options. So today I'm going to clarify for you the three main labels that you're going to see when it comes to wines. These are preservative-free, organic, and vegan. So you might be thinking, where are the animal products in wine? Well, although wine is a great gluten-free alternative, if you've got problems with dairy or eggs, you might want to check the label. And for you, perhaps the vegan label might be more suitable. Although wine really is made from fermented grapes, often some of the finishing agents they use to help clarify the wine can contain dairy or egg products. The next label you're going to see when you start looking at wines is organic. Now, what organic means in the presence of an organic certification label, like this one, means that this wine was only produced with the use of organically certified products. So the other big issue with alcoholic beverages are the preservatives. While preservatives have been used in winemaking dating back to Roman times, what you find nowadays is that some people, when they consume drinks containing these sulfites, actually experience some uncomfortable symptoms. Headaches, nausea and flushing of the face, with less common symptoms like wheezing and a stuffy feeling in the nose. Some winemakers actually produce a preservative-free wine. So you just need to make sure that you're looking for the preservative-free label on a bottle, like this one. The main thing to be mindful of is organic doesn't mean preservative-free when it comes to wines. So if you see a wine that is only labelled as organic, like this one, that one still has used preservatives in the production of that wine. But this one, which has organic and preservative-free, has no preservatives. So the other problem with alcoholic beverages is the alcohol content. So if for whatever reason you're not drinking alcohol, whatever that personal choice may be, it's really tricky when you go to parties and celebrations and people just want to put a drink in your hand and you don't want one, or perhaps you're even driving home. What do you do so that you can still feel like you're part of the party? Well, there are 2 options that I'm going to share with you in addition to the options that Anne has suggested as well. One is you can buy a non-alcoholic wine. They come in all different kinds and they're basically a bubbly sweet drink. These might contain some additives which might not be suitable for your diet though, so always check the labels to make sure they're suitable for you. Another alternative is grape juice. Now I found one here which is a Shiraz grape juice, so it's actually Shiraz grapes that they use to make wine, but you could use any grape juice that you could buy from your local supermarket. The take home is it's dark in colour and so it just looks like wine in your wine glass and nobody else would know.
I'm a little envious of what Hayley's got. It looks so healthy. I think from now on, I'll have what she's having.
Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a really healthy recipe using whole food ingredients. It's called a green smoothie. Now there's no real set rules to this recipe, so whatever you use, it's totally up to you. Thin membrane fruit and vegetables create a smoother consistency when blending. Now I'm just going to start putting everything into my Vitamix. Got some baby spinach here, so just a handful of that. That blends up nice and smoothly. And some pineapple, just adds a bit of tang. And banana. Some cucumber. Some chia seeds. This just gives it a bit more bulk and fibre. And a little bit of ginger. And some lemon. And half a stalk of celery. All right. Now I'm just going to add some water and a handful of ice. And now I'm going to blend it all up. I tend to not peel my ginger because I've got a high-speed blender. However, if you don't have a high-speed blender, it's probably best that you peel. Unlike fruit and vegetable juices, you get the added benefit of the fibre. So it keeps you a lot fuller for longer. And this is a great way to get fruit and vegetables into your kids' diets. You could call it something fun like a Shrek smoothie.
Glenys doesn't need sugar. She's sweet enough.
You're going to find cordial in most households, but the problem is commercial cordials are full of sugar, preservatives and colouring. So today, let's make a cordial with none of that. We're going to make a lemon cordial, and for the sweetener, we're going to use dates. So first, I've started, but we need to zest 4 or 5 lemons. The microplane is very fine and removes the zest without touching the pith, and the pith is very bitter. The fresh lemon zest just smells divine. To the pan, we're going to add some water and our lemon zest and a couple of small handfuls of pitted chopped dates. Again, I've chosen to use medjool dates. Now we're going to bring this to the boil, and while that's happening, I'm going to juice my lemons. Our mixture's come to the boil now, so I'm going to turn the heat right down to a slow simmer and add the lemon juice in. So going to leave this simmering very low for about 20 minutes. I've just taken this off the stove. It's been simmering for 20 minutes, and now I'm going to put it in the food processor to blend it all up to get as much sweetness we can out of the dates. I've poured this into my food processor hot. Just check with your food processor. You may need to cool it down somewhat first. Oh, this smells divine. We're just going to now pour it through a sieve to take out any more of the solid pieces and just give it a helping hand. With the pulp that doesn't pass through the sieve, it's fantastic, full of flavour. So anything that requires a citrus sweet flavour to it, like muffins or cakes. So the liquid we can pour into our sterilised jar. You can mix 100 mils with 400 mils of water, or enough to your own taste. And you can keep this in the airtight container, sterilised jar, for 3 to 4 months. That's if the kids don't polish it off first.
So there you have it, 4 cold drink alternatives. Now it's your turn. Let us know what you think. And if you're keen to see what the girls are up to next, head on over to the website and make sure you fill in your details to stay up to date with all the latest.
Now there is one other thing that you can do if you have a problem with preservatives. Products like this, which basically neutralise the preservatives. Now I don't really drink a lot of alcohol, so I thought I'd bring in someone who's been involved in wine production. For the last 20 years, Peter's been making wine, and he's been growing grapes professionally to make good wines from as a viticulturalist for the last 10. What we have here is one of Peter's own wines that he has added a commercial preservative to. And so we're going to get Peter to taste his wine without the spray, and then to taste the wine after the spray, and he's going to tell us if it's changed the flavour at all. I'm going to have a glass of grape juice because nobody will ever know.
I'll try the control first, which hasn't had the spray put into it. Lisa, how long do I have to leave the wine for before I can try it?
Basically, you just spray it in the glass and then swirl it for 10 seconds, and then you can taste it according to the directions.
Perfect. There's definitely no discernible difference. The aroma and the flavour not changed at all. Fantastic.
That's great. So now there are options for everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.